Bryce Riggs twirls another complete game gem. Men's basketball gets a huge win, and the weekly catch-up is back with some much-needed improvements. Hi, my name is Gabe Newman, and this is your EIU Sports Weekly Catchup. Coming off of a near back-breaking loss to a Western Illinois team that hadn't won a conference game all season, the Panther men's basketball team went into Saturday's game against Little Rock in a tight dogfight for the last spot in the upcoming OVC tournament. Eastern and Little Rock played a thriller on Valentine's Day, and in a game with 9 lead changes and as many ties, Eastern took a 68-66 lead with a layup by Terry McMorris with 1:26 remaining. That proved to be the final lead change of the game. The Panthers iced the game in the final minute with Michi White at the free throw line. He made all 6 of his shots from the foul line inside the final 56 seconds. 6 made free throws was the difference in the end, as Eastern avenged the loss to the Trojans earlier in the season with a 78-72 win on Saturday. Eastern had 4 players in double figures. Michi White led with 19, followed by 17 points from Zion Fruster. Cooper Jacoby and Nazareth Fisher both finished with 10. Fisher also had a near double-double with 9 rebounds as well. For his team-leading point total and clutch free throws, Michi White is one of the Daily Eastern News Panthers of the Week, while Cooper Jacoby was recognized as a notable performer. The standings are on the screen now in OVC men's basketball. Forget about the bottom 2. Both Western Illinois and Southern Indiana are both eliminated from tournament contention, so it's a 3-horse race for the final 2 spots in the tournament. Eastern and Little Rock are tied for 7th, and Tennessee Tech is currently on the outside looking in. Here's what these 3 have left on their schedules. It's worth noting that Eastern has the tiebreaker over both the Trojans and Golden Eagles as things stand, should that come into effect. Women's basketball's hopes of making it back to the tournament are a little more bleak. The injury-riddled Panthers left Macomb on Tuesday with a 93-49 loss to first-place Western Illinois, and after 1 quarter of play on Saturday, they were trailing Little Rock by 20 points. That was the final deficit, with Eastern losing to the Trojans 73-53. In neither game did the Panthers have a single player in double figures, and the team as a whole has lost 9 out of their last 10 games. Despite this, Eastern is not yet out of the race for the OVC tournament. The Panthers sit bottom of the OVC, 2 games back of SIUE for the final spot. The Panthers have Morehead State and Southern Indiana at home coming up, and Lindenwood and SIUE on the road. Here's what those other 3 teams that Eastern is chasing have remaining on their schedule. Moving on, and welcome to baseball season. The EIU baseball team traveled to Tallahassee, Florida for its first series of the season against Florida A&M. On tap was supposed to be a 4-game series with a Saturday doubleheader of 2 7-inning ball games. However, Sunday's series finale was scrapped due to the weather. Friday saw Tyler Conklin make his 3rd straight opening day start in as many years. He scattered 2 hits across 6 innings of work and allowed just 1 unearned run while fanning 5 hitters in a 13-4 win. Saturday was a doubleheader split. James Love and Brett Stanley led the offense with a combined 6 hits. Love himself drove in 4 runs, hit a home run, and added 2 doubles. However, it wasn't enough, as the Panthers lost 7-6 to a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 7th inning by Florida A&M. The final game of the series, the second game of that doubleheader, was a pitcher's duel that was run by the Panthers and Bryce Riggs. He went the distance all 7 innings and only allowed 2 base runners, 1 on a hit and 1 on a walk. Add to it 6 strikeouts, and Riggs was recognized for a masterful performance. He's the OVC Pitcher of the Week and the other Daily Eastern News Panther of the Week. In softball, make it back-to-back opening season tournaments where the Panthers go 2-3. It started slow for Eastern, who lost to ranked Southeastern Louisiana and Nichols by the run rule. The Panthers then got into the win column with a 4-2 win over Louisiana Tech. Rylan Gick got the win in that game with a complete game for the Panthers. She scattered 6 hits across 7 innings, allowed 2 runs with 1 of them earned, and struck out 5 while walking 4. Eastern made it 2 straight wins with an 8-4 victory over Sam Houston. Brianna French got it done in the circle for the Panthers in that one with a 5-inning effort in relief of Carly McKenzie. She allowed 4 hits, no runs, didn't walk anyone, and struck out 4. French got credit for the win to even up her record this season at 2-2. Lizzie Griffin led the offense in that one with 2 hits in her 4 at-bats, 1 double, and 2 ribbies. Eastern dropped the final game of the tournament 4-0 to Northwestern State and are now 6-8 on the season. Indoor track competed at the DePaul Alumni Classic on Friday. Here are some of the highlights. Abby Venhouse won the triple jump with a 12.07 meter mark. Angela Dobbins earned a personal record in the long jump, placing 7th in the tournament with a 5.64 meter mark. On the men's side, Maxwell St. Clair earned a silver medal in the 60-meter hurdles with a time of 8.15 seconds, which is a personal best for him. In the 60-meter dash, some team success, Eastern recorded 3 top 10 finishes from Daniel Lacey in 8th, Sean Lacey in 6th, and Aiden Cawthorn in 5th. Daniel Lacey earned a seasonal best on the 400-meter, finishing 4th with a time of 48 seconds. Maki Nelson recorded a personal best in the long jump with a 7.24 meter mark, and Gavin Snyder earned a season best in the pole vault, earning a second-place finish with a 4.90 meter mark. Here's what's coming up this week. Swimming is back in action from Wednesday through Saturday at the Summit League Championships in Iowa City. Beach volleyball begins the season in Ozark, Missouri. They'll take on Lindenwood and Central Arkansas on Friday, and Missouri State and McKendree on Saturday. Indoor track is at the Illinois Last Chance meet on Friday. Softball plays at the FIU Softball Classic. They'll play Incarnate Word and FIU on Friday, and then wrap up pool play against Florida A&M Saturday morning before being placed into a bracket. The first game of bracket play will be later Saturday, and the final game of the tournament will be Sunday morning. Baseball has a late addition to its schedule, as they'll take on Butler on the road Wednesday before heading south to open up a 3-game series against Arkansas State on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And finally, men's and women's basketball play their final home doubleheaders of the season. It's the Panthers taking on Morehead State on Thursday and celebrating Senior Day on Saturday against Southern Indiana. That's 2 huge games for both the Panther men's and women's basketball teams. To stay up to date on everything going on in EIU sports, make sure to follow the Daily Eastern News on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube, and Threads, and check out our website, dailyeasternnews.com.